This thing's going to be insane. Let me just give you a little taste and an example. There's a girl who works for us in our office, and what she does is friends and family and all these people call in and they request tickets to buy tickets through her. You know, that before that we go on sale. She's already sold 11,500 tickets herself.
So could this be
you know what she normally does? She has like 300, 500 tickets. 11,500 tickets have been sold through one of the girls that works in my office.
Do you see that in the viewership as well? All the shows that you have on TV?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I don't just, you know, you don't see me going into all these different markets. England is the mecca, you know, believe me. I say this is the mecca because this place is crazy. I'm telling you right now, in 10 days or whatever it is, I'm going to be in Australia. We have a fight in Australia. That card sold out in minutes. We sold out that arena in minutes, right? When I get down there, there will be a zillion Canadians. It's true everywhere we go in the world. And we'll do like these Q&As and stuff, and I'll say something about Canada, and then the whole crowd starts cheering. I'm like, oh my God. So it's great. It doesn't matter where I am, there's Canadians.
Has that been the case at all?
Is it what?
Could this be the fastest selling that you have in the UFC history?
Yeah, I mean, one of them is Montreal. So yeah, this could be too. And the other one was Australia. This guy's asked me 4 questions. What was your question?
As I said, with the Canadian thing, has it always been that way since you've been involved, or has that happened at a certain point?
You know, it started out, and then it just out of nowhere, it just took off
in Canada.
Yeah, yeah, it really did. It really did. Just took off.
Was it because of GSP or just because of the sport?
No, it was before GSP got huge. Yeah, it was before GSP got huge. It just Canadians love it.
What's the record gave in? 5 in terms of money.
This would be the biggest. This would be.
What is it now? It's 5
and a half. Yeah. It's about 5 and a half.
That was in Vegas, right? I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, no, I think you're right. It was in Vegas. It was 5 and a half. You're right.
23,000 Bell Center. That's the most that you've seen for
20. Yeah, it was a little over 23,000 the last fight up in Montreal.
But you have to see the guys in Montreal.
What's that?
The fans in Montreal.
Oh, the fans in Canada. I don't bust up Montreal and everything else like you guys do. It's all Canada, man.
Yeah, I come from there. So.
Let me tell you what. Because even when we're in Montreal, it's fans from Ontario, it's fans from Vancouver, it's fans from all over the country. Fans come to Montreal when we do the event. That's why I'm saying the experience too up in Montreal. You know, it's just so cool the way that everybody's out in the streets and all those restaurants that are out there and everybody's hanging out. All these UFC fans. Wait till we come into Toronto. You know, you think about up there. We got 23,000 seats that we can sell. Here we're going to have 42 plus, and all these people are going to, and it's not just going to be Canadians, it's going to be people from all over the world coming in for this event, especially because this one's so historic because there's been this whole, you know, battle to get into Toronto. So it's going to be big. Believe me, the city of Toronto is going to be very pumped that this event was able to take place. Now, let me tell you what, I'm done predicting on New York. I thought we were really close for this run here, but whatever. I honestly, you know, people always ask me, does it drive you crazy? Do you get mad? No, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. I said before, the old regime, all these guys are going to go away, and this sport isn't going anywhere. It's only getting bigger. It's only getting more popular, and once the old regime is gone, mixed martial arts will be everywhere.
How much of this fight will be sending a message to New York with the crowd size?
I'm not. You know what I want to send a message to with this fight? To Ontario. You know, you guys were scared of this. You were worried about this. When we roll out of town, this entire city is going to go, when are they coming back? Believe me.
When are you coming back?
Good question. You know, if George St. Pierre should win this fight and we do this super fight, there's really only a few places we could hold this fight because it's going to be so big. Dallas, Texas Stadium, Las Vegas, here.
What about maybe a fight night?
Sorry. What's that?
What about fight nights, maybe even like small areas?
London, listen, I said it at the end of the thing, and any of you that have dealt with me before, no, I don't kiss anybody's ass, but I love Canada, man. I love it up here. I love the people. I love the media. It's just, every city that you come to in Canada is beautiful. It's clean. It's cool. There's tons of things to do. I would hold a fight up here every weekend if we could.
It's a great venue in London, Ontario, John Labatt Center.
I'm telling you, we're going to go everywhere, man. We're going everywhere.
Awesome.
You couldn't get GSP for this card. Would you still have done it in the Skydome, or would you have went to a smaller venue?
No, we would have done it. People, I told you in the press conference, people want to see you know, the guys who are the top stars in the UFC come and fight. It doesn't matter who it is or whatever. You know, it doesn't hurt when you got GSP in Canada, but you know, people want to see guys, all the other guys too.
So what do you think about all the Canadians on the UFC 129 card? What if they all win?
That'd be huge. I mean, it'd be a huge night for Canada, and I'm sure, you know, that's what everybody's going to be pulling for. This is one of those things, and when we try to, people over in the UK are always bitching about, oh, every time you come over here, you got 5 guys from the UK on. You know, they actually complain about it because they want to see the guys that they never get to see fight in the States. But you have to understand, when we come into a place like Toronto, it's some of these guys' dream. This is their dream, that they're going to fight in this arena in front of all their countrymen, and it's just, this is the stuff that guys, when they start training and they lay in bed, they dream about stuff like this. You have to give it to the guys.
About a year ago, you were against the idea of the GSP versus Silva fight. What made you change your mind? The Chael Sonnen fight?
Yeah. No, what happened was, what I thought I would like to see was, once he cleaned out that 85-pound division, move up to 205 pounds. And he said he won't do it. He will not move up to 205. He wants to stay at 85 and finish his career there. And George St. Pierre has wiped out this division if he beats Jake Shields in this fight. And at the end of the day, listen, I'm just a middleman. My job is to give the fans the fights that they want to see. And they want to see this fight, and really what this fight ends up becoming is the pound-for-pound championship.
Do you want to do a warm-up fight before for GSP at 185?
Nope. Move right in and fight for the title.
Ed Soares said he has no interest in Silva in coming to Toronto. That having been said, have you completely wiped Toronto, the idea
listen,
of Toronto?
I love you, Ed, but what you're interested in and what's going to happen are 2 different things. There's only so many places that we can hold this fight, you know, and we're gonna send this fight to the best place, you know, to hold it.
I mean, and it could go the other way if you're in GSP's camp. I'm sure they don't want this being held in Brazil, right?
Yeah, well, I don't think we'll see this fight in Brazil, but it'll either be Las Vegas, Dallas, Texas Stadium, here, or some other venue that'll hold a lot of people that I'm not thinking about right
Hawaii.
now. Huh?
Hawaii.
Nah, not Hawaii either. No.
What is Yushin Okami from?
Yeah, Yushin Okami. I have more answers on that than I did Saturday night. You know, we've got some interesting things going on right now, and understand, we're sitting here talking about GSP Anderson Silva. This is still a fantasy fight. He's got to beat this guy first. And you know, I got Landsberg back there telling me 6-1 and this, that, and all this stuff. This guy is stealth. He's flown under the radar forever. Everybody, there isn't a guy on this planet that knows anything about mixed martial arts that thought Jake Shields was going to beat Dan Henderson. Everybody thought he was going to lose. You know, I guarantee you, even the guys in his corner were going, oh man, this is going to suck for Jake. He's going to lose this fight. And he went out there and won. You cannot count this kid out. And you know, when you talk about he's been in this position his whole career, where he's walking into a thing where everybody's just ready for him to lose. The most important thing is there's one guy that doesn't underestimate him, and that's GSP. GSP knows how tough this kid is and what can happen. So, all that said, we got to get through this fight first. And what was the question you asked me about?
Where's Yushin Okami fit?
Yushin Okami. Yushin Okami is next in line at 185. If George St. Pierre doesn't win, he's fighting for the title.
Who are you pulling for in this fight?
In what fight?
Where Jake Shields and
Listen, whoever wins, man. At the end of the day, you know, I'm like I said, I'm the middleman. The fans, we give the fans the fights they want to see. We'll see if George can beat Jake. If so, then the fans want to see the mega fight with these two, then we do that one. If not, it's Yushin Okami, and you know, it just keeps right on rolling for me.
When you were first looking at this venue, the Rogers Center, were you looking at 60,000 and you scaled back, or how did that work?
No, we scaled it. First of all, we didn't want to go too big. I was totally nervous about doing this thing and making this thing a great experience for the fans, which means more to me than anything, more than the gate and the money and all that stuff. One of the things that we've done is we've kept all the venues, you know, right around the same size. The biggest we did was up in Montreal, but it worked out well up there. And, you know, we put together, I'm really excited about this, and this is the first time, today is the first day that I've actually seen the venue live with my own eyes. Everything's been on paper or on a 3D model and things like that. It's the first time I've ever seen it. So I liked it on paper. I love it even more being here now, knowing what we're going to do here.
Well, we know that